Hello, friends. This is film critic Awan from Cineblues, and today I am pleased to have the cast and crew of the soon-to-be released film Shadow Assasins. Uh, the director, the national award-winning director Nilaanjan Reeta Datta, actor Rakesh Chaturvedi Om, and actor KP Sandhu with us. And the film Shadow Assassins is actually based on the real incidents which happened in Assam during the late 90s, the dark phase of Assam. And Datta sir is taking us through that a wholesome experience, the gripping experiences of the people who faced those tragic days. So first of all, I would like to know from Mr. Datta that what actually transpired in his mind to come up with this subject of the entire dark episode.
Yeah, hello everyone. Hello Avanji. The first thing is that I am from Assam. I'm born in Assam
Right.
and I studied in Assam till class 12. So when I was studying, that was the phase of this dark chapter. So I was a young student and I left Assam in 1994 and I went to Pune to pursue my higher education. And a
Mhm.
lot of my friends were from Assam. And actually, a lot of my friends were affected by these violence, and I closely watched them getting affected. I came back to Assam, and whenever I used to travel, I faced a lot of turmoil because it was a very bad phase, very dark phase in Assam. So there used to be checkings in almost every 2 kilometers by army, by police, by CRPF. So it was a completely different scenario. And that stuck in my head for a long period of time. After that, my journey began in FTII. I graduated from FTII in 2004. And
Okay.
all my stories are from Northeast. Because I come from Northeast, so all my stories are from Northeast. And this is a subject that I wanted to tell to the world because everybody in Assam knows about it. But uh, people outside of Assam, because in 90s, late 90s, if you must be aware,
Yes.
media was not that extensive, So there was no electronic media. There was not so many of channels and all. So what happened is that people outside of Assam are clueless about this dark chapter. So I wanted to make a film so that people know of this history, and people know of this history so that nowhere in the world such a bad thing ever happens again. So the message that I wanted to give in the film is that any kind of violence, for whatever reason it is, the
Mhm.
end is always futile.
Yes.
So that was the idea behind this film.
Okay. And this period that we are talking about, the dark phase which gripped Assam, how long did it last? As
Yeah.
in period.
So it lasted for quite a long time, but the main phase lasted from 1998 till 2001.
3, 4 years. Yeah. Okay.
And after that, there was a public uproar, after which there were enquiry commission instituted. So in
Mhm.
total, there were 4 enquiry commissions, and the first two one couldn't give a report. The third one gave a report which was not agreed out or did not blame anybody. The fourth one was an extensive report, uh, which was conducted by retired Justice K.N. Shoikia. And my film is based on that report. But
Yes. Yes.
interestingly, that report was also invalidated by the Guwahati High Court in 2018. So actually today, none of us can say who those assailants were. Nobody knows. Somewhere we know, yet we don't know. So the name of my film, Shadow Assassin. So in that
Yeah.
sense, those families, those affected families, never actually got justice because they never got to know who were responsible for those massive tragedy.
Okay. And sir, I think the main protagonist in the film, which is played by actor Anurag Sinha, whom we talked to during the last week, I think he is also a student who is pursuing his studies in Pune, and then he comes back to his hometown, right, during this period. So, is it that it's a kind
Yeah,
of your
yeah,
own experiences which you felt, and you have tried to project that through the guy Kalita, right? He's playing.
yeah. Nirbhay Kalita.
Yeah,
Nirbhay Kalita.
Kalita. Yeah.
Yeah, Yeah, you can say that there are some elements of me in the film, because I think every filmmaker always have a little bit of himself in it,
Yes,
especially
yes.
when the film is based on some real incidents and all, when it is not totally
Right,
out and out fiction. So
right.
we do take elements from life. And yes, there are elements which are some of it are personal. Some of you can say distantly, you can say there are elements of autobiography in my film. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So we have Ashu also joining, Ashu Chakraborty, who's the music director of the film. Welcome, Ashu, to our chat show.
Yeah.
And from Ashu, I would like to know how did you get the correct vibe of the film that Nilanjan sir has the idea. Nilanjan sir had the idea. How did you manage to get into the actual vibe of the film and compose the music? हम थोड़ा आपसे सुनना चाहेंगे.
See, in the beginning, I must say one thing that Nilanjan Da is a very easy to work with director. He will not tell you much and he will guide you through the entire process. If you make any sort of mistake or if you make any kind of a wrong turn while doing it, he'll just say that this is good, but this is not working out. Let's try once again and let's just do it.
Okay.
Because in this there were two songs that we were initially I was up with, and for the first song which Zubin Garg sang,
Mhm.
that song was very important because nowadays what happens, we do not get to do a lot of lip sync songs, right? So in this film, we had one lip sync song, and that song is the song that sung by Zubinda.
Zubin.
So, so for this song, what Nilanjana said that it is a college vibe type of a song,
Okay.
and we have a team of youngsters who are meeting after 2 3 months and they're celebrating their meetup. So
Reunion.
they're singing, they're having a kind of a house party. So that is the vibe. And for the other song, he had this simple one liner brief. He said, I want one song that will make you think, that will make you give you a, वो बोलते हैं ना, आस का सूरज, वो
हाँ,
थोड़ा आपको भरोसा नहीं देगा
जी.
that everything is not gone, you still have
There's
hope.
light at the end of the
A song
tunnel.
about hope and upliftment. So these were very direct and very important aspects that Nilanjan has already said. And he just told me, you go for it, you do whatever you want. I won't be telling you much, this you have to do, that you have to do, but you do it on your own and let us decide if it is working out for the film or not. So
Yeah.
that was very encouraging for me. That was giving me the free hand to do it like that. That was very encouraging. And that is how it happened.
Great, great, great. Now we'll move to राकेश जी. राकेश जी, आपको मैंने केसरी में देखा था 2019 मार्च में, ये फिल्म प्रकाश कुमार वाला, और उसमें मैं आपको देख के चौंक गया, एक्चुअली चौंक गया था. मतलब आप बहुत ही वो रोल बहुत ही ज्यादा असर किया था, दिमाग पे डरावनी टाइप का था.
जी जी जी.
लेकिन आप रियल लाइफ में तो बिल्कुल अलग है. क्योंकि वही गेटअप में आपने आपको इमेजिन
हाँ,
कर
मतलब कि
तो मुझे बताइए.
नहीं, किरदार खत्म, गेटअप खत्म.
हाँ. मुझे बताइए, शैडो असिस्टेंस में आप क्या पार्ट निभा रहे हैं, मतलब किस तरह का रोल है ये?
देखिए, जो पार्ट है, एक जैसे कि दादा ने बताया कि फिल्म में किस तरीके से कितनी फैमिली सफर की और क्या क्या उनको प्रॉब्लम्स, उन्होंने कितने लोग, कितना बड़ा मस्कैर हुआ, वो कितने लोग मारे गए
जी.
और किसी को पता नहीं चला. लेकिन एक ऐसी चीज होती है जिसका नाम होता है सिस्टम. सिस्टम को सब पता होता है.
राइट.
जो सिस्टम में, चाहे वो ब्यूरोक्रेसी बैठी हो, चाहे कोई बैठा हो, जो भी कर रहे होते हैं, लेकिन उनकी अपनी मजबूरियां कह लें, कहाँ से वो ऑपरेट हो रहे होते हैं, उनकी क्या अपनी प्रॉब्लम्स होती हैं जिसकी वजह से उस चीज को वो कभी खुल के कह नहीं पाते या सपोर्ट नहीं दे पाते या
जी.
उनको वो करना पड़ता है. तो एक तरीके से वो सिस्टम है. अगर मैं मतलब कि ज्यादा किरदार के बारे में ना बताते हुए, उसका फेस क्या है, वो
अच्छा,
फिल्म में कौन सा फेस, क्या डिवाइस कैरी कर रही है, वो चरित्र कौन सा डिवाइस कैरी कर रहा है जो इस फिल्म को एक डिफरेंट डायमेंशन दे, एक नया आयाम दे। तो वो जो सिस्टम है जो इन सारी चीजों के बीच में झूल रहा है और झूला भी झुला रहा है
ओके,
उन किरदारों को,
हम्म,
वो किरदार मैंने इसमें निभाया है। तो अगर उसको बहुत ही सिंप्लीफाई करूं तो एक पुलिस इंस्पेक्टर का रोल है, जैसा कि पोस्टर्स वगैरह में भी वो
हाँ
जाहिर है।
जी,
तो वो किस तरीके से सारी चीजों को ऑपरेट कर रहा है दुतरफा। तो रोल के बारे में ज्यादा ना बताते हुए, ताकि आपको सरप्राइजिंग एलिमेंट्स जो हैं,
जी,
जो ग्रेजुअली फिल्म में जो किरदार हैं उनको और जो देख रहे हैं दोनों को एक्सपीरियंस होता है, और वो उस चीज को सरप्राइजिंगली नोटिस करेंगे।
जी,
मतलब
जी,
कि जितना सरप्राइज होता है किरदारों को अंदर, उतना ही मुझे लगता है कि सरप्राइजिंग
जी,
दर्शकों के लिए भी होगा।
जी,
तो इन शॉर्ट वो सिस्टम, वो पुलिस जो कि जिसको जनता के लिए काम करना होता है,
जी,
और जब वो किस तरीके से ऐसी सिचुएशन में आकर के काम करते हैं और उनको करना पड़ता है, उसका एक फेस होगा।
अच्छा, शुक्रिया जी, शुक्रिया राकेश जी। We have
शुक्रिया सर।
KP sir also, KP Sandhu, and he's a man of many talents
Hi,
actually.
Owen. How are you?
He's a man of many talents. He is an actor. He has acted in films. He is also an MC, and I follow him on Instagram, so I know about his daily musings. So, KP sir,
Great.
tell us how what are you playing in Shadow Assasins, and how was the experience of working with Nilanjan sir?
Okay, so first of all, I consider myself very lucky to have gotten this opportunity. It's something that I've always wanted to do, to
Yeah.
break into the Hindi film industry and
Okay.
to just be a good actor. And since you were talking about Rakesh sir, I want to also tell Rakesh sir I'm a very big fan of his. I wish we had more
Oh,
scenes
thank you
together
so
in the
much.
film. He
Thank you
did
so
a
much.
remarkable job. He was so good.
Thank you.
So I was very lucky to have landed this role.
Yeah. Also, I would
It's
like to know. Sorry for interrupting. How did you land up in this role?
no,
Because
not at all.
you are in Singapore, he is in India, Assam.
Yeah,
So how did
yeah.
this happen?
How did this happen? Okay, so a very quick story is because how everybody hated COVID. किसी
Yeah.
को COVID पसंद नहीं आया, ये
Right.
तो सच्चाई है. लेकिन क्या हुआ that when COVID happened, हमारे सब यहाँ पे shows खलास हो गए, खत्म हो गए.
Ji.
So we were doing nothing. We were literally just sitting at home. And then we had one of our producers, Anil Mami, who's also from Singapore. And I know him briefly. And then he had called me. He said, "तू क्या कर रहा है?" मैं कहा, "कुछ नहीं, बेकार बैठा हूँ घर में." तो मैं भी बेकार बैठा हूँ. चल मिलते हैं, कुछ plan करते हैं. So
Okay.
he sat down and he said, "What do you really want to do, KP?" I said, "Bro, if I had it my way, I would love to take this opportunity to get into films or do any kind of acting, because when you are doing back-to-back shows in Singapore, you have no time to come and take out those 3 months, 4 months and be like, चलो यार मैं struggle करता हूँ, चलो यार मुझे काम करना है." लेकिन अब तो time ही time था. So he said, "Okay, then let's do something. Let's make a movie." And then we got connected with Rahul Bhai and Nilaanjan Datta,
All Kapoor.
and the script came. I had to give it. Yeah, Rahul Kapoor, our producer, our beloved producer,
Yeah.
and I got the character. I loved it, and I did a video audition for Nilaanjan Datta, and touch wood, he saw something, and next thing you know, I was in Assam shooting and loved every moment of it. And when you were asking me how was it like working with somebody like Nilanjan sir, I mean, I'm not saying this because he's on with us right now, but he's such a breeze to work with. He's really
Yeah.
one of those directors where even if you are confused about anything as an actor, koi bhi confusion ho, and you go to him, he doesn't say, "Hold on, I'll get back to you." He gives you the answer straight away. हाँ मुझे ये चाहिए, ये नहीं चाहिए. अपनी ओवर एक्टिंग मत करके आना, मुझे नेचुरल चाहिए, सिंपल चाहिए, ऐसा कैरेक्टर है. तो मैंने कहा ठीक है, मैं आपके जो अंदर वाला जो शाहरुख खान है, मैं उसको घर में छोड़ के आता हूँ. And I'll try to do the best of my abilities. So I love the opportunity, once ऐसा जिंदगी में बहुत कम बार हुआ है, लेकिन have you ever been in a situation where you are doing something and 5 minutes into it you're like, yeah, I was born to do
I
this.
wanted.
I
Yeah.
think shooting for this film was exactly like that. 5 minutes into it, I'm like, yeah, इसी चीज के लिए मैं पैदा हुआ था. I was born to do this.
ओके, ग्रेट ग्रेट। सो राकेश जी बताइए,
Yeah.
राकेश जी से मैं पूछना चाहूंगा कि जब ये शूटिंग आपका चल रहा था, माहौल कैसा था? एज एन देखिए, ये सब्जेक्ट तो बहुत ही थोड़ा टेंस टेंस वाला
जी
सब्जेक्ट, इट्स अ वेरी हार्ड हिटिंग सब्जेक्ट, टेंस सब्जेक्ट, थोड़ा
जी
एटमोसफियर थोड़ा सा सीरियस टाइप का है, लेकिन माहौल, शूटिंग का माहौल कैसा था?
देखिए, एक तो आपको जो फिल्म है, जिस जोन की और जिस तरीके की फिल्म है,
जी
उसके साथ तो रहना ही पड़ता है। और जो शूटिंग का माहौल होता है, आप तो खुद चूंकि कई लोगों से बात करते रहते हैं और आप
हम्म,
इसके बारे में जानते होंगे कि जो वहां पर वर्किंग प्रोसेस होता है वो बहुत ही क्विक होता है और ऑन टोज होता है।
जी
अब घड़ी की सुई ऐसी भाग रही होती है, और उसमें ही जबकि आप ऐसी फिल्म बना रहे हो जिसमें आपको एक बहुत बड़ी बात कहनी हो, शैडो
राइट
असैसिन्स जैसी फिल्म बात कह रहे
जी
हो, और ऊपर से दो दो नेशनल अवार्ड लिए डायरेक्टर हो, तो
जी
उनके ऊपर इस फिल्म की जिम्मेदारी और बढ़ जाती है कि यार कि मुझे इस बात को, लेकिन इसके साथ ही जो एक परिवार का माहौल होता है ना, मुझे अभी कई एक चीजें जो मैं कर रहा हूँ,
जी।
मुझे लगा कि इस फिल्म को करते वक्त मुझे लगा जैसे मैं अपने घर में काम कर रहा हूँ।
अच्छा
कभी भी जैसे कि अभी केपी ने भी बताया और आशु जी ने भी बताया कि किस तरीके से जो अपनी बात कहनी होती है ना, डायरेक्टर इज मतलब कि डायरेक्टर तो पिता होता है पूरी एक,
बिल्कुल
जो कि हम बोलते हैं कैप्टन ऑफ द शिप।
जी
कैसे अपनी बात को निकलवाना है, वो मेरे ख्याल से जो एक काबिलियत नीलांजन दा ने अपनी हम लोगों के साथ पूरी इस्तेमाल की,
जी
वो एक मजेदार है। और शूटिंग का माहौल बहुत ही स्मूथ
हम्म
और बहुत ही शांत, और इतना भी शांत नहीं कि सब लोगों ने बिल्कुल कि अब मातम मना रहे हैं बैठ करके। जब अगर लंच ब्रेक है या काम कर रहे हैं और किसी को अच्छा लग रहा है, कोई ऐसे नहीं है, ऐसे मोमेंट्स भी हैं हमारे फिल्म में जिसमें आपको बहुत मतलब कि आप हंसते हंसते लोटपोट हो जाएंगे। बहुत ही टंग इन चीक और सटल ह्यूमर जो दादा का है, इतना मजेदार है कई एक जगहों पे कि
अच्छा
आपको वो मजा भी आएगा।
ओके
तो जिस तरीके के सुर में फिल्म होती थी, जिस तरफ स्क्रिप्ट जा रही होती थी, उस तरफ सारी चीजों में आराम से सारे एक्टर सारे माहौल को ढाल लेना,
जी
वो उस तरीके का माहौल रहता था। मतलब कि बहुत ही दोस्ताना, फैमिली। और मतलब कि अब तो दादा से ऐसा हो गया है कि हाँ दादा कब बना रहे दूसरी पिक्चर, दादा मेरा रोल क्या है, दादा अगली डेट कब रोकूं। तो ये जल्दी जल्द हो नहीं पाता है आपका किसी डायरेक्टर के साथ, वरना मोस्टली होता है कि लोग बहुत सारे जो होते हैं बड़े प्रोडक्शन हाउस बहुत ही प्रोफेशनल, हाँ जी आपका पैकअप हो गया, हाँ जी अब निकलिए। बट जब आपके काम को सराहा जाना,
जी
आपको परिवार की तरह से गले लगा करके और उस चीज को, वाइब्स को पहुंचाना,
जी
तो आई एम सो हैप्पी दैट आई एम पार्ट ऑफ दिस सो गुड फिल्म एंड a brilliant director Nilaanjan Datta and the co-actors all are really मतलब कि I was one of the most comfortable, I was in most comfortable situations I've ever been। तो ऐसी स्थिति रही है इस
बहुत
पूरी
बढ़िया
फिल्म की।
बहुत बढ़िया। नीलांजन सर, हाउ डिड यू गो अबाउट casting, like Anurag ho, maybe Misty, or even Rakesh sir and KP, like what did you have in mind for your cast?
So what I had in mind for cast is that because my film is, yeah, it is treated in a mainstream way,
Mm-hmm.
but about Assam and about a serious topic. So there were two criteria. I needed actors who were brilliant in their job.
Yeah.
And as you know, Rakesh ji, Hemant Kher, KP, Anurag Sinha, they are all brilliant in their job. Mishti,
Yes.
Shomo.
Yeah.
And I wanted a mix of actors from Bollywood, Assam, and Calcutta.
Yeah.
Now, why I wanted a mix and not take all actors from Assam? Because whenever anybody wants to watch a film, they want to identify with faces. And I was
Right.
making a film for pan India. I'm not making a film only for Assam. Yet I wanted actors who look as me. So if I can tell that the Rakesh ji can tell you, a lot of people after they have seen the film have thought, they have completely forgotten that Rakesh ji is that main dangerous guy from Kesri. They thought he is an Assamese actor. Now that is the idea. That was my idea. If you look at KP Sandhu, is a He's a tall, dark, handsome guy from Singapore.
Yeah.
But in my film, he will look like an Assamese guy, you know, Anurag Sinha, Mishti. They so सबका मेरा main था they have to look because
They have
Assam
to
has
be
a certain feature.
surrounding.
मतलब हम लोगों का एक distinct feature होता है.
Okay.
So that was very important. I couldn't have casted somebody who looks very North Indian and play a role of an Assamese, you know, then that doesn't match.
Correct.
Because all the characters in the film are from Assam.
Hmm.
And of course, there were some brilliant Assamese actors. So ये जो जुगलबंदी हुआ ना, Bollywood actors and Assam के actors और कोलकाता के actors, I think that decision of mine really worked well.
Great.
Because जो राकेश जी, हेमंत जी, अनुराग जी, उन्होंने जब इस फिल्म में काम किया, they got an experience of world inside, and people of Assam got the experience of the land within the film, and उसका एक मिश्रण है. So it really worked well. So my casting was on that zone कि मेरे को मैं दो चीजों में बहुत ध्यान देता हूँ casting में. सबसे पहले मैं आवाज को बहुत महत्व देता हूँ. So I hear the voice of an actor before I look into the face of an actor, because मेरे लिए आवाज बहुत मायने रखता है. And then I look into the face. So आवाज में भी आप देखेंगे मेरे सारे actors, you must have noticed, have a very interesting voice, including the actors from Assam.
Right.
So एक voice का आपको मिलेगा zone, you know, they all have a different, a little bassy, yeah, like a very interesting tone to their voice, quality जो है. So that is something I wanted, and of course look. So यही था मेरा main idea.
Great.
And
So,
there is one more thing. Most of the actors are actually आपने notice ही किया होगा, are either, most of them are from FTII and NSD, huh? So most of them come from a very schooled background.
right.
I also, and also
You are
my
also
crew.
FTII.
My crew is mostly from India. Yeah, most of my crew, not only me, most of my crew. So उससे भी एक क्या हो जाता है कि like KP is not, but a schooled background में एक unschooled background का भी एक मिश्रण होता है. And
Right.
that also works very well for a film. So if you look into my last film that I made, The Headhunter, I had only two
Headhunter.
actors. One of them was a non-actor. Never saw a camera before. And the other was a guy from NSD. And उन दोनों का जो मिश्रण है बहुत interesting हो जाता है.
अच्छा.
You know, so that's what I try to do. Yeah.
Fantastic. So, AP sir, so what is the plan for your next stint? As in, want to stay here back in India, or want to move to Singapore?
No, I mean, inshallah, aapke muh mein ghee shakkar. If I get more opportunities, definitely I would want to set up base here, because yeah, it's been the childhood dream. So obviously, if I do get more opportunities, I hope, number one, I hope this movie works, because like what we've all been talking about, it's a story that needs to be told. Number one, that's nothing more important than that. It's such an important story, because like what Dada was saying at the start, people don't even know. People in India, some people in India don't know that this happened in Assam. So firstly, the story should work. And of course, number two, hopefully the film works, all of us benefit. And if I get more work, yeah, definitely I would like to be a part of the film industry, and I think I can contribute even more if given the chance. So 100%, yeah, I am your guest right now, but never know, tomorrow I might be your neighbor.
Yeah, inshallah. Yeah. Well, it was lovely talking to you all of you, and I really wish
Likewise.
this film gets the required mileage that it should get, and it deserves. And I think people should understand the importance of this kind of films, and this is a story that should resonate with every Indian, for that matter. Well, sir, all the best to you, and all the best to all of you. We will see the film on the 9th of December.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
In all the important cities, and we'll review this
Thank
film
you
on
so
Cineblues, and all the best once more.
Thank
you so much for joining
us.
us.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
God bless. See you. Take care. Bye-bye.